Hello everyone and welcome back to a blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we start part 2 of episode 2 and trying to figure out what the heck happened with Rhonda Light and how did the CEO get murdered. The response to the last episode by the way, was overwhelmingly against what I said at the close of last episode. And I really do appreciate the feedback. But I was basically told, FlightlessBird, if you're going to rank the cases, you gotta rank them by episodes, not cases. And if you want to read all the reasons why everyone said that, go check out last episode, look through the comment section. And yeah, they're pretty persuasive in what they said, and I am going to agree with you all. I should rank them by episodes, not so much individual guilty, not guilty type situations. And I'll make sure I do that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Before we begin, even though this is not the RPG time slot, big news out of RPG Central, which is, and when I say RPG Central, I don't mean actual place. I mean, you know, the center of the RPG world. Chrono Cross Remastered was announced, releasing April 7th of this year, which is very soon. I don't know if I have any plans to play the remaster on the channel, considering we did a blind Let's Play of it just not too long ago. And the Chrono Cross playthrough I thought was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if that's something I want to play on the channel, though. I mean, I'll need to get y'all's feedback. We have a ton of other games that we have lined up that I've never played before. So, you know, if you like RPGs, let me know what your thoughts on that. Meanwhile, though, back to Ace Attorney, October 13th, 302, Wright and Company Law Offices. I just spent about 2 minutes not playing this game. We need to get to this game, shall we? Especially since I don't have too much time today, so yeah. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was me. Yeah, it's gonna... That's a stinger right there. Was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Yeah. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Too good of a job. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm gonna go head back to Crying Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna go bring the secret urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mr. Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. The sacred urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? So weird how we let like a 9-year-old, she's 9, right? 9, yeah, it's so weird how we let a 9-year-old go back to Korean Village all by herself. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, am I the only one that's kind of weirded out that we just let this little child go all the way back to where she's going? I don't know, I just feel strange about that. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get moving on this murder investigation. Alright. Cool music. And yes, I do hear some of you guys where you're like, hey, FlightlessBird, don't judge Rhonda Light until after this case. I know. I'm not judging them. I just said my initial reactions so far were what they were in the last episode. That doesn't mean my final evaluation of him is not going to change as this episode progresses. I'm just saying so far that there's not enough there for me to be invested in him. But Chinook UT has told me, Hey, FlightlessBird, give it time. It'll all make sense, and then you're gonna go, ah. So yeah, don't worry. I'll give it time. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk on the next line over and started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. And to think that 2 years ago, it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Man, I hope we have a future case where someone gets murdered at Gatewater Hotel Land or Gatewater Land. I think that would be really interesting. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Difficult looking legal books stand in formidable row and they still mock me. These were all Mia's. Wow, I just realized I didn't buy a single one of these. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. Today it's sparkly clean. I guess Pearls must have wiped them down for me. So you still got that badge, I see. Huh? Well, I am a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just don't think you keep on being one for this long. Wow, Maya. I swear, we get no respect. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. Nothing about the Magatama. I'm glad we got the secret urn back and all. So then how come you don't look any happier? Well, why should I? I don't know if it should say Amy or I am on it anymore. It should say Amy. It looks pretty well put together now though, doesn't it? And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before. Yeah, but it still looks better than it did before. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little? Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you said that. I mean, it's like, I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi, Nick. Well, do you think it's still no big deal?" I think that would actually be pretty funny, actually. I wanted to do that. I wanted to go in with polka dots and say, "Hi, I guess it would be, a real disaster?" You see? Well, that's how I feel. Oh, dear Lord, I would love to see that. So this was made by the real Master Mask, huh? Yep, Detective Gumshoe said it was a real thing. One look at this mark, and you know it's a real deal, pal. I like how she added pal at the end of that. It's like Prinnies adding dude to the end of every sentence. God, I love Prinnies. My initial thought for my avatar was going to be a Prinny, but I decided to try to make a different, cartoony looking penguin instead. I kind of like the avatar that we use though, with a little like startled eyes and all. He's adorable. Anyway, yeah, but you do realize whose detective reasoning skills we're talking about, right? Even I didn't know the statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country. Hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? According to this data, the chief showed up at the basement warehouse at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? But yeah, but remember, this data came from @me. For all we know, he might have somehow tampered with it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But then, what about this photo? It's got the time on it too. Yeah, well that's true. Yeah, the security camera belonged to Lordly Taylor. @me couldn't have tampered with the photo's timestamp to show the wrong time. I guess that means this data is accurate after all. Yeah, okay. So the mask of this photo? It's Detective @me in disguise, huh? It looks that way. @me knew there was a security camera set up in the basement, so I'm guessing this photo was probably a part of his elaborate plan. It's still bent, isn't it? Detective Atme said it got bit when the thief hit him on the head with it. Well, it looks like he ended up the bit one after he turned out to be the thief. He must have damaged the sword himself to back up his phony story. Yeah, I guess he really does have a bunny mind, huh? He was a pretty good villain. So Mr. Delight was being blackmailed, huh? By the CEO of the security company he used to work for? Yeah, it looks like it. It sounds like we still need to do some more poking around. You better watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick. Was that a threat? She trying to blackmail me now? God, we get no respect. This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the key card inside, yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. Okay, that's the same thing. So Detective Atme was master to mask after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's a real master to mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? I'm not sure. No, I'm not. This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atme put it there himself? Well, that's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he struggled with the thief that night. Alright, let's talk to her. What to do? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dicky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. Sacred urn. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Oh, the questionable dots? The questionable dots at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I had to read that like twice in my head because I can't believe she actually said that. Oh, that's so good. Speaking of dots, recently updated our Patreon options on our site. You know, if you like support the channel, go and check it out. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Yeah, but it's supposed to say Amy. Right? Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the base has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. Aww, poor Pearl, she was so sad. Aww. She's got such a good heart. Yeah, she was afraid she was gonna get punished by her mom, but at the same time, she legitimately felt horrible about this. Gosh, she's so good, you know? And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that Ernest is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crying Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crying Village in a long time. Do we need to go back there? I'm so glad Maya and Pearls are in this game. Like, you know, they really add a lot to this game, and their characters are just so good and so amazing. So, I guess people still go to Crying Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? All the dots. That murder in her village happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses a prying technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible acts or crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounds like being the master of crying is going to be a heavy responsibility. I mean, for crying out loud, you weren't conscious, right? So you had no part to do with it. Where do we go first, my friends? Do we go back to the exhibition hall? It seems like the most logical place to go. We could go back to the detective agency and search around his room, considering he's gone now. Going back to the detention center makes also the most sense to me. Which one makes more sense though? I mean, talking to our client is probably the first thing we should do, right? Talking to the client, talking to his wife, exploring the detective agency, and then going to Mink's exhibition hall. I think that's the best way to go. Normally I just go from top to bottom, but I think this makes the most sense. Right. October 13th, detention center visitors room. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit unaged too. Actually, it looks exactly the same as he always does. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. I can see it like there's going to be a game that's going to be set 30 years in the future. And this guard is still going to look exactly like it is now. And they're going to say, oh, that must be his son or something because they look exactly the same. That can't be the same guy, right? Smile, you're on candid camera. The camera doesn't seem to have a lot of tape right now. The only thing it's watching now is the guard over there. Kind of shame. I was hoping to talk to Ron. The guard monitors the visitor's room. Looks like he doesn't have much to do right now. I can tell because he's looking at the camera and making funny faces. Oh, that's so good. I love it. All right, let's go back here and we'll go see if we can talk to the wife. October 13th, Master Damascus hideout. Oh, Nicky boy. Maya. Miss Delight. All I want to do is help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess I ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. Mr. Ronnie would have hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I could do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. Well, she is someone who probably cares for her husband. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarine Stone? The Great Albatross Strategy? Theft of the Mortal Goddess Statue? The Great Knucklebomb Strategy? All the dots. Did the police even investigate this place? Ah, the police took all of that, you know. Really? Did they say anything? Well, they said it wasn't important. Oh? Don't worry about it, Nicky boy. After all, Bonnie is just an amateur. Amateur or not, this is cool. Knucklebomber, how cool is that? Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know. Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. Well, that emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. This could convince the courts that Ron Delight is Master Damask. But wouldn't that put me in the same spot as before? Like, isn't that like a circular argument? Where now we're convincing the court that he is Master Damask? I bet not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged in a nice frame. Oh, look, Nick, it's a fake beard. There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on. Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. All the dots. Ah, it's Phoenix Star the mask. I really wish I could see what it looked like right now. If you feel like it, feel free to take it home with you. Well, thanks, but no thanks. I really wish we could have seen like a picture of him wearing it. This thing looks vaguely familiar. And yes, I was told that this is the outfit of Wendy Old. I always forget her last name. I always call her the wrong thing. This is Wendy Old Ag's stuff. See, I didn't call her the wrong name. I said Ag instead of Hag or Bag. I don't remember. I'm telling you, I never remember if it's Old Hag or Old Bag. But anyway, yeah, this is Wendy's, the security lady's, alien outfit from the previous game. This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Oh, that. Wendy brought that home one day. He asked one of his friends from work if he could have it. Oh my god, is Wendy working in a security firm? Oh dear lord, we're gonna see her at the CEO's place, aren't we? It's a Space Ranger uniform. I've never seen Ronnie happier in his whole life. Oh man, now I want one too. I wonder if KB Security was in charge of security at the event from the old case. So Ron received a blackmail letter? Oh, I'm sorry. So Ron received a blackmail letter, huh? Do you think Miss Delight knows about this? Well, if she did, I don't think she would have been smiling like that. But then again, she is like right there. I wonder if we should tell her about it. I think it'd be smarter if we didn't. Like, how would she not know? It's Master the Mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Oh! Ronnie used to say that a happy laugh is the lifeblood of a thief. Well, that certainly is a happy sounding laugh, alright. Oh yes, and laughing is as easy as it sounds. The harder you try, the more fake it sounds. Yeah, Mr. Delight really works hard at his craft, huh? Yeah, you can always tell when I'm doing a laugh from a character in game or when I'm actually laughing. I think it's kind of evident. It's true. It's really hard to fake a laugh. You know, when you try to force something and be fake, it's like everyone notices. It's true. However, I do the fake laughs when the character laughs because it adds to the fun of the game. And besides, I have a lot of fun, you know, doing the fake laughs. Whoa! It's just so much fun. Go home, try it sometime. Stare in the mirror and just laugh. It's such a, you know, uplifting feeling. Makes you feel better. Nick, it's a torpedo. It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that as if torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. I really want to know if this bike is an Easter egg to the last game as well. I really feel like it is, but no one said anything about this in the previous part. So if you know if this is an Easter egg, just like these are Easter eggs, let me know, because I'm really interested. And what I'm talking about is in the home, the mansion, how there was a bike hanging from the ceiling. That's what it looked like. All right, anything else? We can't look at the birds this time. I'm sad. I always like looking at birds. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic sunny novels about famous heists and romantic, fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. It was always Ronnie's dream to become a thief. Well, I guess you can chalk that one down as fulfilled. I wonder why Mr. Delight never talked to his wife about it. But yeah, well, I think she deserves some of the blame for not bringing up either. Didn't Mon say that Desiree hates criminals? Maybe that's why. Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't got out enough. Alright. So now we know what her line is. I'm so happy that you got your secret arm back. Well, I have you to thank for that, Miss Delight. And I'm sorry. Huh? What are you apologizing for? Because I mistakenly blamed your husband for taking it. I told you, didn't I? My Ronnie could never do such a thing. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember? Doe? Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Okay, nothing about the statue. No other card. Don't know if I said this already, but I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. I am starting recording really late today. I got home. I don't know if it's the weather outside or the fact it's been raining, but I got home and I kind of crashed on the couch and fell asleep. Then I woke up and ate dinner, and now it's like 8:34 at night, and I still haven't done any of my videos. I'm gonna try to get these videos up by tomorrow, though. Don't you worry. One way or another. Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people put their noses into other people's businesses. It looks like Miss Delight doesn't know about it, which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. Oh, that's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene. Ah, I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. So, this is Mask.a Mask, huh? I wonder what kind of house he lives in. Who knows? Maybe it's exactly like this house. You're so funny sometimes, Dicky boy. But if I was a famous thief, I'd live in a great, big, gorgeous mansion. I'll be sure to tell that to your husband. Excuse me, but would you go take a look at this? Okay, nothing about this. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to present profiles to Maya. We can still go back and do that, right? Yeah, we can still go back and do that. But I forgot. I hate it when I do that. So, Nicky boy, you're a lawyer, huh? Well, yeah. How do you like it? I bet it's so exciting. Well, yeah, sometimes. I mean, actually, it's a little too exciting at times. Oh, I just love a good thrill. Nicky boy, sounds like you have it so nice. This is starting to get awkward. We're gonna change the topics before Maya slugs me. Nothing about her, of course not. That's really amazing. A master at your age. Oh no, you got it wrong. It's my mother that's the current master. Oh, I see. So what exactly is she the master of anyway? Well, you see, it's like... Don't say it, Maya. If you say spirit channeling, she'll laugh. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, this girl. I saw her slap Nicky boy right across the face. Yeah, multiple times. Yeah, she did. All the ways she could remember pearls by. Why? She's such a little cutie. If you could bring her by, I'd love to meet her. Sure, of course. Great, I could just tell I'm in for a reprise of the 100-hand slap. All the questionable dots? Don't you all the questionable dots me? I know he doesn't look it. but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. But I'll never forget the first time we met, as long as I live. It must be nice to have such a fond memory like that. Nothing on Gumshoe? So, this is Mask, not a mask, huh? Oh, okay, something here. I'll never forgive this man. He tried to pin his own crimes on my Ronnie. I don't blame you. All criminals are the same. They're nothing but filthy, stinking liars. Yeah, you see? I hate their guts. Oh, okay, I think I get it. I mean, that's my goal. Okay, I think I get it. And I think I can see why Ron didn't tell her he was earning that money. Yeah. As long as I got my motorcycle, my money, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy, don't you think, Nick? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Huh? Well, let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale, too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines. Yeah, I can see that. What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they are his lifelines. Looks like he blew it again, huh? She's already married. I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus, he lobbed a coffee grenade at me. Oh. I wish I had known that's what Phoenix would have called it earlier, because then I would have titled that episode Grenade. You look pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning fire with a milk grenade. Can we do that, please? That would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. Find the light. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die!" You would never say that. Yeah, you're right. You would say it in a much lower voice. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. Well, I already told you. That's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? Huh, the very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Although the way your voice kept going higher and higher in pitch makes me dubious. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Well, I know they say opposites attract. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Detective Atme. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves? No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. Okay, that's kind of specific. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Well, yes, obviously. The real mask without a mask is not my money, right? Yeah? We don't know about that. And Detective Atme knew more about masks without a mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? Well, that's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said that his detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. The bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. KB Security? Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly. Of course I do. That's where my money works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on. Don't tell me you don't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast? Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? Fast? Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go there ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. No, I'm afraid of getting beat up by a little 9-year-old. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Not yet. Love at first sight. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Light? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? Yeah, what? Well, I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the one kind to just curl into a ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation, yet she's smiling from ear to ear. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running in to save you? Well, yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself. Came to save me. A total stranger. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, you may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. I pretty much have done the same for you when you were taken hostage. But Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not so distant future. Gulp. That's so true. Alright, let's go back to Wright and coming officers because I want to, I forgot about these. You're not very photogenic, are you? Oh, the exclamated dots? Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. And yet, I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face. I was only joking, Nick. Don't make such a sad face. You make me feel guilty. If it wasn't for Mia, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Yeah, she told me you used to be really useless. Wow. I swear, we get no respect. Compared to how unreliable you were then, you actually seem responsible now. Well, seem responsible? I mean, is that an upgrade from not responsible? Actually, you haven't changed that much, I guess. Oh, I guess not. Thanks, Maya. Maya praised me for a change. All the dots. Hey, wait a second. Yeah, I said the same thing. I'm gonna have to really buckle down and get serious. Well, you're the future master of the Korean channeling technique after all. Yeah, that, and I had to play the part of Big Sister too. For Pearly. And you, Nick. What? Do I look like I was born yesterday? Pearly sure is a good kid. Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her though. I mean, she's 9. That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you the way she did, she's a tough one, alright? I didn't really like that too much. You're telling me, I think she knocked a few teeth loose. Rose is only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her only cousin, Maya. Well, she's got me too now, right? Yeah, Pearly is family in my books. So Detective Atme was Master to Mask after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. Still claiming that he's the real Master to Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? Yeah, I remember that line. Detective Gumshoe's on this case too, huh? He seems to show up during all of our cases. It can't be a coincidence. Maybe it's a sign that our fates are destined to be woven together for all time. Oh yeah, that'd be a real Beauty and the Beast kind of fairy tale, wouldn't it? I like Gumshoe. Alright, that's the same. I can only believe that guy was really the thief in disguise. I never saw that coming. Then again, I stink at spotting those plot twist things. Yeah, I do too. Like, you have heard my theories on these games, my friends, and you know I don't think I've gotten a single one right. Actually, I did theorize that he was the thief, but he wasn't Master to Mask. So technically speaking, I could still be right. Possibly. If Ron is really Master to Mask, then technically speaking, I could still be right. Maybe. I mean, at least I deserve, what, 50% of the credit for it? Detective Atme seemed to really enjoy himself today. Maybe a little too much. Yeah. Today was pretty wild. Like the plot of some crazy comic book. Great. I'm glad you had fun while I was sick getting abused by the prosecutor. As always. That Desiree sure was cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughs in the face of death. I want to try it too. I thought you only knew how to ride a bike. Hey, don't forget, Nick. That's an electric bike. Yeah, electric? So young and already so lazy. But I'm having a good old exercise. I've been trying to get some exercise. Like, since I only eat 1 meal a day now, I've been trying to walk like a mile during my lunch break every day. And it's not a lot, I know, but when you get tired after walking a mile, you kind of have to build up these, you know, for these things, right? So hey, if I walk a mile a day, then after a month, then I can, you know, extend it to 2 miles and then maybe 3 miles. It's a gradual process. She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick. Sort of like YouTube. I mean, YouTube is a gradual process. It's like, you know, don't worry about the numbers. Just keep doing what you're doing, and over time, you know, more people may come to join our community. Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Actually, I'm grateful to her too. It sounds like you're not telling me something. I'm going to take a good look at the case file next chance I get. Oh, it's Larry. He's your old childhood friend, right? Yeah? I've kind of known since elementary school when he framed me for stealing money. Wait, did he frame me? Yeah, he framed me, right? Yeah, he did. Wow, that's even longer than I've known Pearly. You two must have lots of good memories together. About that. I guess so. But I can hardly remember them. They've been erased by all the dramatic ones. Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is anyway? Don't ask me. Why not? You know him, don't you? I've never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable. Yeah, but at the trial today, he said... So, we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. I return from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me. Hey Nick, I was just thinking, maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies. Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway? And what's his story? I wonder if I'll ever find out. Alright. Let's go ahead and, we've been there. Let's go to the Admin Detective Agency, see if there's anything here. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know it was actually masked out a mask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Well, yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing this place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mass investigation all the way up to yesterday? It's a good question. Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? That's what some people in our community think. He says something like, there's nothing like a good murder case, pal. Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Yeah, I do want to... I am hoping this, that this case takes it to the next level. And I think it will, too. I mean, I've not been disappointed by anything that Shu Sakumi, I think that's his name. Every single time Green River types his name in the comment section, I try to remember it, and then I forget it. But he's never had a case that I've been disappointed in. Do we want to go to the exhibition hall or to the CEO office? I think I want to go to the exhibition hall first. The Treasures of Crying exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I could cheer her up somehow. Hey, would you like a hot dog? Or a hamburger? Or a cheeseburger? Or all three? That would make her happy. Well, now that we got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Damascus Desires. That's a cool name. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Oh, the dots! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Okay, now we know what she's thinking about. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Yeah. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the tell in English. 108 ways to save money. I'm pretty sure that was 107 last time, wasn't it? All the dots. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Yeah. I love it when the protagonists are on the same page. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. That's probably where the sacred urn was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. Should I put my attorney's badge there? You know, as a replacement? I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama? Now you're being silly. Besides, I need that. That's definitely too small. I definitely need the Magatama. It's the folding screen of the crying sacred techniques or writings, but I can't read what it says on it. Really? But I thought it was some kind of important spell. Yeah, my mother read it and taught me to memorize it. I'll be in trouble if I ever forget it. Looks like the crying channeling school is teetering dangerously on the edge. I mean, how could you not be able to read this? Like, you should know how to read this because you need to pass this knowledge on to the next master after you. They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. All the dots. So all it takes to be a treasure is age. No wonder nobody likes museums. Hey, I love museums. Museums are great. Nothing like going to a good museum. Wow, this is incredible. It's a tiny version of my whole village. Hey, I've got a great idea. We can make a miniature of your office, Nick. I don't know about that. The whole place is overflowing with junk. You die before you finish basically recreating the mess. Well, we could always clean up first. Well, I guess. True. Alright. Can we move into the basement? Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the secret urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. I was brought in during the trial today. That's right, she doesn't know. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. I try. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. Thanks, Maya. It was Master Damask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Alright, well, we're gonna talk to Adrian and search around this place in the next episode. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. And again, thank you for all the great feedback on the last episode, because it's just really appreciative to be able to hear everyone's thoughts on what's going on in the game, what they would like to see in the future, and just the overall support for the channel, because that's how this channel grows, you know, through you all being a part of our community. So again, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so very much. And I also want to one second. I also want to say welcome to all the people who have, you know, commented for the first time or been a part of our channel. And like I said, you guys are just amazing, awesome, and I can't say how much I appreciate you guys. I'm gushing, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I'm so overwhelmed with this community being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube that I need to stop now. I could go on for hours about how much I love you guys. Until next time, my friends, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.